Are you ready to optimize your nutrition this year? Look no further than Factor. Factor offers chef-made gourmet meals that are dietitian approved and can be heated and enjoyed in just 2 minutes. Perfect for fueling your body and feeling great, no matter what life throws your way. Factor makes it easy to eat well and stick to your nutritional goals. Factor delivers fresh, fully prepared meals right to your doorstep, making it ideal for anyone with an active, busy lifestyle like my family. Are you looking to shed a few pounds? With Factor, you can lose up to 8 pounds in 8 weeks with Factor Keto Meals. This is based on a randomized controlled clinical trial with Factor Keto, although results will vary depending on individual diet and exercise. With 40 options across 8 dietary preferences on the menu each week, it's simple to find meals tailored to your specific goals. You can choose preferences like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, or Keto, ensuring there's something for everyone. Factor helps me feel my best all day long, and it can help you too. Factor offers wholesome smoothies, delicious breakfasts, grab-and-go snacks, and so much more. Their variety makes it easy to stick to your nutrition goals without feeling deprived. Factor takes the stress out of meal planning and helps my family stay on track with our health goals, making healthy eating not just achievable, but enjoyable. Recently, I had Factor's mushroom chicken thighs and wild rice. Imagine tender, juicy chicken thighs, perfectly seared and sauteed to golden perfection. Factor's mushroom chicken thighs and wild rice dish brings together rich, earthy flavors that will satisfy your cravings and leave your taste buds dancing with delight. This gourmet meal features succulent chicken thighs paired with a savory mushroom sauce that's bursting with goodness. It's complemented by a hearty serving of fluffy wild rice, expertly seasoned to enhance the flavors of chicken. Each bite is a harmonious blend of textures, tender meat, creamy mushrooms, and wholesome grains. Ready in just 2 minutes, this dish is not only easy to prepare, but also nourishing, providing you with the fuel you need to tackle your day. Whether you're a busy professional, a parent on the go, or just someone who appreciates a home-cooked meal without the hassle, Factor guarantees convenience and taste. So why wait? Treat yourself to a culinary delight with Factor's mushroom chicken thighs and wild rice, the perfect balance of flavor, nutrition, and simplicity. Eat smart with Factor. Get started at factormeals.com/RLRC50off and use code RLRC50off to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's code RLRC50off at factormeals.com/RLRC50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices. Plus, extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with points. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this episode of True Crime Time for February 6, 2025. And I'm Woody Overton.
I'm Cyndi Overton.
About to bring it to you again. The good, bad, the indifferent.
And you're still alive the day after your birthday.
Alive. I'm sure if we weren't recording this a bit early, I would have a severe hangover.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe I didn't even drink.
Maybe you didn't.
Right?
We don't
Maybe
know.
I'm turned over and you leave at 55. Don't spit on yourself. You can save a lot of money like that.
Well, we're fixing to save a lot of money in another way.
Yep. Yep. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yes.
So, Cyndi, what do you have for us today?
Well, I have a trip to your favorite city.
All right. Are you being facetious or really my favorite city?
Your favorite city that we can't go to.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Well, definitely. I love me some Chicago.
And
I'm so glad I got to bring you NWL.
Me
before
too.
The sugar turned to real shit.
Oh.
I mean, I knew it was bad, but I know it was that fucking bad. Hey, I love you, Chicago people. Look, we had you know this. A lot of people don't. We had a
boat cruise.
We had a show on a boat cruise scheduled and sold in Chicago right when COVID hit.
That's right.
And that we were doing a lot of live shows back then. I love Chicago. My people are from Chicago. Just love the history. I love all the different architecture. I love the river running through it, greenery. Jeez Louise, I just love that. Like, I love the alcohol and the bears and been to
all of it,
everything.
All of
Pizza, food.
Yeah,
love it.
I love it.
Until I left that Friday and they killed 27 people.
Right, right.
I cannot bring my own family back.
And I love
get a handle on it.
Going to childhood memories of just like the
cheeseburger,
and
what was that?
Saturday Night Live.
We went to. They had like 4 of them.
Yeah.
We went to every one of them.
We did.
We pub crawled.
We did
with our son. But they're really restaurants.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, that was good times. And y'all went on the
crime tours. Yeah, because you were a little hungover.
Probably so. And I already knew about the crime, but there's no gangsters in Chicago.
Well, they played like there was.
Hey, do you know what one of the worst crimes in Chicago's history was? You already know what I'm saying?
I went on the tour.
No.
Oh.
This wasn't on the tour. If this was on the tour, you should have got your money back. Our money back. When I was like 18, 16, something like that, and Geraldo Rivera did this huge built up. They found Al Capone's secret safe in the base of this building, and they did it live. Like, it was a big fucking thing. They did it, I think, on national TV at like 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And all the cameras were there, and they had all the information behind this wall was Al Capone's secret safe with all his millions of dollars and everything. And they opened it up and then found a fucking thing.
I actually,
2 empty bottles.
I think that was actually on the tour as a joke. I really believe that was on the tour that we went on.
I'd probably say the same thing.
Yeah.
But tell me what's going on in Chi-Town.
What kind of animals do you think there are in Chi-Town?
Bears. Chicago bears.
You think there's...
That's true. You asked me.
Would you, can you think of another animal that might be?
I'll tell you this. It's going to be a lot more than you think, because all the cities I've flown into, Chicago has to be one of the greenest. Mm-hmm. Meaning like more grass. I'm not talking about like ecologically friendly.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, holy fuck, whoever planned this out really did a good job.
Yeah.
With all the parks.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well,
I mean, you're going to find dogs and shit. They got leash laws, and I'm sure they got cats and cop horses. I don't know what you got.
Well, in Chicago, Mount Greenwood neighborhood, and I don't know if that's a suburb. I mean, it's calling it a Chicago neighborhood, so they're not saying a suburb. Or
Chicago is one of those cities, like we talked
about. It all
about,
blends
like Miami,
together.
It all blends together. Yeah.
Okay. Well, witnesses reported seeing multiple boys abusing a coyote.
A coyote in Chicago?
Yeah.
I got thoughts on that, but keep going.
So a coyote was shot with a bow and then stomped to death by these boys.
Okay. That's a little unnecessary.
Police said the animal's body was removed from the scene, and an investigation led to 4 teenagers being cited. Mm-hmm. According to the ICP, something Chicago police,
got me.
4 boys between the ages of 16 and 17 were cited for unlawfully hunting without supervision, unlawfully hunting on lands without permission of the owner, unlawfully hunting within 100 yards of a home, and unlawful abandonment of a wildlife carcass on private property without permission. The identities haven't been shared.
Interesting.
But I don't know.
Yeah, but so let me talk about their definition of coyote and ours might be different.
Okay.
Like, we got them. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
You heard them at nighttime.
Yeah.
And usually when they do all the howling at nighttime, they're killing something. Mm-hmm. And usually they killing rabbits and baby turkeys and baby deer if they can get to them and whatever. The one thing I see them every once in a while during the daytime from the stand, you never get a shot on them because they are hauling ass.
Do you know what someone told me recently? And I don't know if it's true or not. If you shoot a coyote and they all go to their den that night and they're missing a coyote, they do their howls. And if the other coyote never shows up because it's dead, the females immediately go into heat and they get impregnated. And that's their mechanism for keeping their
I know exactly where you saw that.
Okay.
The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. That sounds like a crock of shit to me. They just happen to have somebody inside the den and to watch them go immediately into heat. Okay. And it may be true. I'm sure somebody's going to get fact checked it or whatever. I don't know. But what I was going to say is the coyotes, you very seldom see them during the daytime. They're nocturnal. But when I do see them, and I'm a pretty quick shot, I can never get a shot on them, but they are predators and they eat shit that you don't want eaten.
Yeah.
Baby everything.
Yeah.
I mean, how cute is a baby turkey, a baby deer, a baby rabbit?
They can eat the
but I have killed a few at nighttime when the food plot was across from the cabin. Mm-hmm. And so I had infrared, the spotting scope and infrared on the AR. But they would come out and they would run around that food plot chasing rabbits and they would kill them, whatever. But I never got a shot on them unless they were eating what they were killing or they came down to the pond to drink water.
Yeah.
Even the coyotes got a drink. Mm-hmm. And that would be the last drink they ever took on the Overton property.
Right.
But I don't know. But it doesn't surprise me. And I told you about Las Vegas, and I was doing stakeout at a church, and there were big ass white rabbits everywhere with the red eyes. And I was like, oh, an acid? What's going on here? My Alice in Wonderland shit going on here? And I was like, I mean, I'm offending a lot of people, but rabbits get eaten. But I looked it up and somebody had let their pet rabbit loose, and rabbits do what they do, and they kept screwing and multiplying, and they're all through the city. This was way outside. This is in the suburbs, if you will, Las Vegas. It's not downtown the strip naturally.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but you know what? If I dispatched a coyote, I never went over and stomped on his head and did all that shit.
No.
You know, even the nastiest things in the world, like that killed me with the brucellosis, the wild hogs.
You still had
when
respect.
I kill them, I dispatch them for, I don't know who listens to a true crime show. I can't say kill without getting upset, but when I dispatch this beast who will kill you if it gets a chance because it has no natural predator, I still do as quickly and humanely as possible. So those little boys, hopefully one of them doesn't turn out to be a serial killer.
Right.
Well, you know, let's tell you, this is a love story here. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Y'all ready, listeners? Because there's some twisted shit that would have come across my desk back in the day. We'll go on to Alabama, where unfortunately there was a child being sexually abused. And not unfortunate for the family, but unfortunate for the bad guy. He got his ass caught in the act.
Thank goodness.
Right? And so the family calls 911 and deputies respond. This was on January 19th. And guess what? They got there. The family had the suspect. And they ain't saying that they were beating the shit out of him, but you can only imagine, okay? He would have gone to Murder Bayou, all the things I think about doing to you that I never do, I would have done to him. Planning stages, not that I would really do it to you. But
planning stages?
I mean, for guys like this, not for you. I practice on you. All right, but anyway, this is not funny at all.
No, this is
not
funny.
January 19th, the deputies respond, and the family had detained the suspect after he was caught in the act. And this is according to a statement from the Limestone County Sheriff's Office. And the suspect was arrested at the scene and identified by authorities as Luis Lopez Martinez, 38 years old, of Guatemala. Authorities said they initially believed his name was Mario Francisco Martin. But according to the sheriff's office, The alleged victim was taken to a local hospital for treatment. I hate that because they have to go to the same sexual assault kit and all that. But during questioning, Lopez Martinez confessed. This is where the story gets really fucked up.
Okay.
He confesses to sexually abusing a child, and this is what he told the investigators. It is what it is.
Oh my gosh.
It is what it is.
She didn't cry. I mean,
oh my God.
Like the daycare worker.
Anyway, he's being held on a $250,000 bond and faces a charge of sexual abuse of a child less than 12 years old. And authorities also said that Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, had placed an immigration detainer on Lopez Martinez, and the sheriff, Joshua McLaughlin, said, "I would like to thank Deputy Fontenot and Investigator Wilson for their dedication and tireless efforts in seeking justice for this innocent child. Evidently, that's who worked the case. Well, I worked 1,000 of them, and I don't know, but this dude got caught raping a kid, and I'm just guessing he got a little real estate and some justice. And I guarantee you, those cops ain't say nothing about it. Actually, let's see for his face. He might have a few scuff marks. I don't know.
I've heard people say that, like, when it's a rural type of thing and you hear about, like, families fighting and, you know, there's guns and the police or sheriff, whatever, sometimes just kind of like take their time. Not take their time, but you don't, like, blow your lights and go 80, 90 miles.
I told you that.
I didn't want to call you out for it.
It's all right. I used to teach all the young guys the same thing.
Yeah.
I would say when we get there, we don't have to wreck on the way there, because when we get there, it'll be over with.
Right.
One's going to be on dead, the one dead on the ground, the one that's standing or ready to go in the ambulance, the one that's standing taken to jail.
Yeah. Yeah. Right?
And then figure out the circumstances.
Yeah. Right.
But come in, catch somebody raping your daughter.
Yeah.
That motherfucker might have needed a hearse.
Yeah. Oh, I guarantee you.
I don't think that any seasoned law enforcement professional, if they find them in that compromised position and they got a bullet, you got to protect your family and your home.
That's right.
Fuck a child rapist.
It's disgusting.
I mean, I would rather deal with a murderer than a child rapist. So there is enough of that. What do you have next?
I have a mom that has gone missing, and she basically vanished. She was a hairdresser and she worked from home, and she went out, like I said, to run errands and never came home. She has a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old son, and these poor boys.
Where is it?
It is in.
Who, what, when, where, why?
I understand.
I'm just curious about the hunting and fishing.
Yeah, we're in Michigan.
Okay. Well, damn, we're all up in Michigan's face the last 2 days.
Yeah. We're in Michigan.
So, sorry, I interrupted. She's out doing errands and she fails to come home.
Yes, in Roseville.
Roseville, Michigan.
So, Ashley Elkins, as people are searching for her, but her son doesn't understand why. She's 30, and her ex-boyfriend has been arrested based off of allegations that he lied. Mm-hmm. So she goes out to run errands, and she, like I said, doesn't come home. And then days later, the police are looking for her, and
somebody's got to take care of the kids.
They go to the boyfriend's apartment.
Naturally, and start the closest first.
Right. They see a scene that looked like violent altercations have occurred, and then they caught him in some sort of lie.
I'm sure. And it was last time you saw her, they probably already had his cell phone records or her cell phone records.
Exactly.
They're in the same proximity or whatever. So they set him up. He lied. And that's called detain your ass. I hope a lot of people, when you put the cuffs on them, they just confess. But even you can arrest them for lying to you, and then you can sweat it out of them. Some people are never going to say shit. Right.
And so it's really sad because her sons, and I said a 5-year-old earlier, and I'm sorry, I meant a 7-year-old and a 10-year-old. She's been gone since January 2nd.
Wow.
And they when they didn't hear from her for hours, because this day and age with phones and everything, they knew that there was a red flag. So they've been obviously searching for her forever. And this the poor little boys just keep saying, "Where's mom? Like, is she coming home?" And no one knows how to answer. I remember a time, not calling my mom out for anything, but back in my day when I was younger, I was about 10 years old and I was staying at a friend's house and I was supposed to spend the weekend and I ended up staying there for a week. And we didn't, my mom was actually like in Cayman Islands or something like that. They're on a yacht and she didn't contact me or my babysitter and she just knew I was with someone good. And I kept asking, "Where's my mama? Like, when is she coming home?" And, I was worried sick. So I'm assuming the person I was staying with knew my mom was okay. I just remember that's like a core memory for me.
Right.
And these poor boys, doesn't look like their mama's coming home. No. It's just so sad.
Well, you're going to be reporting more on that. I hope.
Yeah.
I hope she just hauled ass, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you that she'd be dead. And I just want them to recover her body. Y'all, please continue calling your tips on Miss Barbara Blunt's case. That's the one. That's the white whale, if you will. And it just pops in my head. I just hope they don't have to suffer through all the years of not having a body to bury. And I hope she's alive, but chances are she'll be dead.
Yeah.
And, when I said that about arresting the dude, get that. Do anything I could to get him on my playing field to get the juice out of him. And a good homicide interrogation doesn't even begin until after 5 hours.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And because we got to joke and buddy or do whatever we got to do to get the juice. So, I don't know. I do not know, but I know this is... It's time for Family Matters. All right. No crying in podcasts.
Oh, gosh.
Yes. One of those. So, unfortunately, a 2-year-old was found dead. Her name was Skylar Gardner. She was found dead by her mom. Okay? Over the weekend. And this is in Indiana. All right. The mom would leave her children for long periods of time in her home. Go out and do whatever she's doing, right? Mm-hmm. And one time she got home and she found her 2. Genetics can be beautiful. Maybe you got your mom's eyes or her great skin. But genetics can also be a nightmare. I hear friends say, I got my mom's belly and love handles. Don't let genetics be the thing that holds you back from getting the body you deserve. Check out the Permanent Solutions by Sano Bello. Our friends at Sano Bello are offering you their best deal. You're now included in their winter savings event, but appointments are limited. So please make your appointment today. Sano Bello doctors are masters in micro laser fat removal. What is micro fat laser removal? Micro laser fat removal is a brilliant technique that removes stubborn fat permanently. Tummy, love handles, thighs, arms, wherever your problem areas are, the fat is gone in one comfortable visit. Eating healthy and workouts are great. Keep doing that. But if you want to lose that stubborn fat in one visit, check out Sano Bello. Save big during their winter savings event. Schedule your free consultation now at sonobello.com/RLRC. That's SONOBELLO.com/RLRC.
This episode is sponsored by MIDI Health.
MIDI Health is here to change the way women experience menopause care. As a husband, I've seen my wife Cyndi navigate the challenges of menopause, and it hasn't been easy. Keeping up with her symptoms while feeling dismissed by traditional healthcare providers was tough for her. It was disheartening to hear the doctors say it was all in her head, or to just focus on diet and exercise. I learned that many healthcare providers lack training in menopause, which is shocking. 80% of OBGYNs report they are untrained in this critical area, and 75% feel uncomfortable discussing it with their patients. Thank goodness Cyndi found MIDI. MIDI is a virtual care clinic dedicated to truly seeing, hearing, and understanding women's experiences. It was created by women for women, and they accept insurance in all 50 states. Getting started is simple. She visited www.trymidi.com/real, set up her account, and entered her insurance information and shared her symptoms. She was able to choose a convenient time to meet her clinician. During the virtual visit, she discussed her symptoms and health history in detail with a nurse practitioner trained in perimenopause, menopause, and weight management. If she needs any tests like blood work or imaging, they help coordinate it with a local facility that accepts her insurance. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Now she can follow her treatment plan and schedule follow-up visits. MIDI even collaborates with her other doctors for in-person treatment if necessary. Best of all, there are no hidden costs, no membership fees, and MIDI bills your insurance directly. MIDI also offers fantastic products including compound semaglutide and estriol face cream, which Cyndi loves. This prescription skincare product is designed to improve skin elasticity, hydration, and texture, addressing those frustrating changes related to estrogen decline. So if you're ready to take charge of your midlife health, go to www.trymidi.com/real. That's www.trymidi.com/real to schedule a virtual visit. Join more than 200,000 women who love and trust MIDI for their midlife care. Y'all use my code SAFE15 to get $15 off your first RX product when you book your visit. Your old daughter was dead under a dresser. Okay. So the victim, Skylar Gardner, was found with severe bruises on her body in their Indianapolis, Indiana home over the weekend. This, all the TV stations, WRTV, Wish, Fox, 59, etc., reported, and they said got this from court documents and a probable cause affidavit and a police report, but she was pronounced dead at the scene, so she was dead under the dresser. Now let's talk about this effed up mom. Her mom, 33-year-old Chantel Gardner, told the police she found the child under the dresser when the girl did not respond to her on Saturday, January 25th. During the investigation, cops found several bruises and injuries on Skylar, including on her face, arms, legs, back, and genitals. What else is there? What other part? The bottom of your feet? But this was all found by, oh wait, I'm sorry. She also had a puncture wound on her neck, according to medical personnel. Chantel, Mom of the Year, reportedly denied accusations of sexual or physical abuse of the children, allegedly claiming her daughter's vaginal bruising was as a result of her diapers not being changed enough. And don't throw up. She told police that she would spend every night at her boyfriend's, leaving her 2 children, Skylar, the 2-year-old, and her 4-year-old son, home alone for hours. She would bring them food once a day.
Oh, that's nice. Such a good
crazies. Mom. So when the detectives arrived at the scene, they, like we often report, but this one's really bad, they found poor conditions in the residence, including feces on the wall, an odor of rotting food, Chantel has been arrested on a preliminary charge of neglect of a dependent under the age of 14. This all everything from the Indianapolis Star to Fox 59, Wish TV, all of them are reporting on it. You know, whatever. There's no more information on Chantel, but I do want to read this. If you suspect child abuse, call the Child Help National Child Abuse Hotline at 1-800-4A-CHILD. CHILD, or 1-800-422-4453, or go to www.childhelp.org, and all calls are toll free and confidential, and the hotline is available 24/7 in more than 170 different languages. Hey, I had worked baby rape cases like that where quit crying. I can't do this.
Just keep talking.
No, I can't do it with you crying. Stop. It's sad shit, but we're here to report it. It's sickening. And I'm not even going to say what I was going to say. It is really bad.
Say it. You have to say it.
When the babies would go in and the welfare check was done and we got called out, and they bring the babies into the emergency room and they take the diaper off and then have the vaginal bruising and stuff. And the parents would say, "Oh, no, that's just from a diaper rash," and da-da-da. And with this children's hospital in New Orleans, we use a doctor. I think it's Norman. Can't remember his name, but he's the best in the state of Louisiana at examining
children,
babies and young kids. And they'd be like, "No, you don't get that from diaper rash. That is somebody's been raping this baby."
Yeah.
So fuck her.
That is, did she think
people.
confessing that she would leave them alone, but she would bring them food? A 4-year-old? I was saying
the 2-year-old's the one that died.
I know, but I'm just saying.
The 2-year-old had vaginal tearing on top of a puncture wound in her neck and everything else. The 4-year-old too. I guess the 4-year-old
was in
bad
charge.
luck. No, I guess the 4. How the fuck can a 4-year-old be in charge?
I'm just saying that was.
And the 4-year-old had the bad luck of being in alive 2 years longer suffering than the 2-year-old. That's the only thing about that. But anyway, that's it. No more talking about that. Fuck her. Fuck the bad people. Fuck the bad moms. Give us the next story. When you get the tears out your eyes.
We're gonna go to another bad mom.
Uh-oh.
We're also
It's time for Family Matters. It's time for Worldwide Crime.
An Australian woman has been accused of giving her baby daughter,
Foster's Lager,
several unauthorized prescription and pharmacy medicines without medical approval.
How old was the baby?
1-year-old.
Fuck. The only reason you do that is to knock a kid out so you can get some sleep.
This is an Australian.
No, I'm saying it's bad. But I'd work cases where people did that shit.
An Australian influencer tortured her the word allegedly is in there. I'm not saying it.
So is influencer. Influencer could be that lady who's standing on a wheelchair twerking on an elderly person's
Exactly.
head.
So an Australian woman has been tortured her 1-year-old daughter by making her sick and by drugging her with medication typically used to treat seizures. The unnamed woman's hearing came after the Queensland police confirmed she had been arrested on January 16th and is facing multiple charges, including administering poison with intent to harm. She's also been accused of raising roughly $37,000.
That's knew it was coming. Munchausen syndrome. Go ahead.
She roughly $37,500 in donations after filming and posting videos of the child online.
We do these from time to time, and they're just before there was an online and we were working these cases, they were just fucking sad. You had like the jar in the convenience store with the baby's face on it or whatever. And a lot of times it's bullshit. But then now you got social media and people will donate everything to help a poor innocent baby. And the only help they needed was some handcuffs for that bitch.
Yeah. So in a Tuesday hearing, the court heard that the now 18-month-old had been diagnosed with tuberous sclerosis, I guess it's called tuberous sclerosis of an infant, and suffered from benign tumors. It's known as TSC, and it's an uncommon genetic disorder that causes tumors to develop in many parts of the body. But these tumors are not cancer. The child was prescribed the drug carbazepamine, I'm saying it wrong, following her diagnosis, but the treatment was stopped after it was suspected the medication was triggering seizures. The woman still had the prescription for the drug, and she used it to continue to affect her child badly. So basically, the mom was captured on footage with a syringe, and she was administering a stomach tube, and she used that opportunity while hiding that area with a blanket to give her some more medicine. And 30 to 40 minutes after that incident, the baby was completely unconscious. And the prosecutor says that those periods of unconsciousness were not related to the TSC diagnosis at all. And the child is just not good. I don't know, baby. I can't do that.
So maybe no more child stories for you, right?
Yeah, I'm going to boom that whole thing out.
No, you cannot. We're in the middle of doing our shit. This is business. You don't retract 6 minutes of a story.
Well, this was...
Well, I had another story from Brazil, which I am definitely not reading, following the ones that we've already done today, because it was bad. Bad. But I'm telling you, no, this one's bad too. Crime is bad. Murder is bad. Rape is bad. And we're going to California. We're going to California, and where an Amber Alert is issued for 2 California sisters after their mom is found murdered in the house. So detectives, when they responded, they said that they believe the suspect left the residence with 2 female children he shared with the victims in their ages 2 and 3, according to police. And the police in California issued the Amber Alert for 2 missing sisters whose mother was found dead at their home. King County Sheriff's Office shared a Facebook post that authorities are searching for Aria and Elena Maldonado, who are 3 and 2 years old, respectively, like I told you, after they were found missing from their home in Hanford, California on Tuesday, January 28th. Police said the deputies were dispatched to the home on January 28th at around 4 p.m. for a welfare check on a woman who was later identified as the mom of the children, but she hadn't been named. However, when the deputies got there, they found her dead from a gunshot wound. So after the initial investigation, detectives identified 23-year-old Jonathan Alexis Maldonado Cruz, who was identified as children's father, and they have him as the main suspect in the incident. And here's the big Amber Alert, etc. The detectives believe that Jonathan left the residence at approximately 1 a.m. on January 28, 2025, with the 2 female children. And police said that when he left, he was in a gray 2020 Hyundai Elantra with California license plate 8L as in Lima, Z as in Zebra, D as in Delta, 084. And authorities noted that he is possibly en route to Mexico and should be considered armed and dangerous. Now, he's described as being 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighs 215 pounds, black hair, black eyes, and he was last seen on January 27th in that Hanford, California. So, as for the missing children, Aria, it's A-R-Y, Aria, is described as 3 feet tall, weighs 25 pounds, brown hair and brown eyes, while Alana is described as 2 feet 5 inches tall and weighs 20 pounds with brown hair and brown eyes. And police ask anyone with information on the case to contact the Kings County Sheriff's Office at 559-670-9320. So hopefully, I mean, I know Mama's dead, right?
Yeah.
But at least she wasn't a bad mom in this case. Or maybe she was and Dad killed her for that. I don't know. Wasn't there. But I hope that motherfucker didn't make it to the border.
Right?
They'll never get him back.
They'll never get him back.
And so, but.
Unless he was
hopefully
from a bad situation. We don't know.
Whatever, but he took them and she's dead.
Yeah, it's true.
You can, we can what if it to death, but all signs, I mean, you're an investigator, you show up, she's dead from a gunshot wound, kids are missing,
yeah,
daddy's gone, and it doesn't look good.
No, that's not good.
No bueno, as where as they say down where he be heading to.
No bueno.
No bueno. Fajitas.
Pina.
Pinata.
No, Pina. The story you did yesterday was Pina, and it's really Pina, but I wasn't going to correct you.
It is the way that I say it.
I know it's the way you say it. You say a lot of things.
This is true. And guess what? I'm 55. I'm too old to correct it now.
You're not. You're never too old to learn and grow and give your best each day.
I'm learning and growing every day, and I give my best every day. And I don't mean to be hard on you about the stuff, but you just know it kills me every time I see you cry. I
know, baby, and I try. I've done very well, but those stories just were hard.
And you're about to cry again.
Do
it. It makes me want to cry, and I don't want to cry. How about that? Next time you want to cry, say, I'm not going to cry because it make Woody cry, and that'll really make me cry. And we'll all be crying together. And then the flood waters will come up, and damn it, we didn't build the ark. Yeah, I really want to make that clear. Woody's hard on me because he doesn't like to see me hurt. It's not that you are like being a cold-hearted, like, stop being like that, Cyndi. We deal with it differently. I dealt with it we're not cut from the same cloth. You do what you do well, and I do I'm doing the best that I can, Get it. So I'll do better. Pretty sure. Yeah, I must just shut up. What? Nothing. I have nothing to say, but we love and appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you to our national advertisers. Thank you, our Patreon and Convicts and Apple subscribers and hashtag Justice for Haley. Oh my goodness. Right? Wait till you hear tomorrow's episode, and which is going to be a continuation of the recordings with the police who don't know they're being recorded. Right. Which is crazy, but and prayers for that family, prayers for all of your families. Oh my smokes, and the requests keep coming, and y'all send your information. People just see the TV shows, right, and they don't listen to the podcast, so they're not going to hear what I'm going to say again, even though I say it differently every time. But send it to, because just until a couple of days ago, I didn't say Cyndi. Yeah. But send it to CYNDI@realliferealcrime.com or Woody at realliferealcrime.com if you have a cold case with information. So we get done getting justice for Haley, we're going to pick somebody else out. Yeah. Right? And then, and fight for them too. Absolutely. So, and the reason why I asked to send it to me first is because, like Woody said, I do have that email response, and so I review it. I don't even know how we made it all these years without that shit that you drew up. It was amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, but when you do that, then I can go back and forth with you responding, and you can send it all. And then, just like the other day, there might be 15 emails of communications between me and that person, but once I send it to you, I've gotten everything that I can. Right. And then you aren't wasting your time going back and forth. Yep. Be a new war, a new battle. We'll get through hashtag Justice for Haley first. And as always, hashtag Justice for Barbara Blunt. Yes. Anyway, for sure. And I'm Woody Overton. I'm Cyndi Overton. And host of true crime time for Thursday. Hey, real quick, Super Bowl, who you like?
I don't even know who's playing.
I was going to bet $1 million that you were going to say that. Kansas City Chiefs and the Eagles.
I don't want to go for the Chiefs for obvious reasons, but I feel like I have to.
Okay.
But if I had a definitive other team, I might, but you don't even know.
I think it's the Eagles. It's definitely the Eagles.
Okay. Eagles, what city is the Eagles?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, I'm going for Philly.
What city is Kansas City Chiefs?
They're in Kansas City, Kansas, or they're in Kansas City, Missouri?
Right.
I don't know.
Anyway, there's your Super Bowl picks from the guru. We're going to get you a towel to swarm it on your head like the old David Letterman should, put a card in your head.
Well, who are you going for?
I have no idea.
Well, you're going to put me on the spot?
I was trying to get that out there.
Okay.
All right. Y'all enjoy your Super Bowl Sunday and everything, and we'll see you on Monday. And do you remember last year after the Super Bowl, it was so cold, and those Chiefs fans pulled them frozen down?
In the house. Yes, I remember that.
Yes, some of them are, but I don't want to speak of it. I believe they came back as fentanyl shit. But anyway, y'all stay safe on your Super Bowl Sunday, and we will holler at you next week. Out of here. Peace.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices. Plus, extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with points. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.